Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding the Odoo RPC package which is helpful to connect to the Odoo database and perform the various operations like read, delete, write and unlink. So currently in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 12 that I am accessing from my local instance where we are continuing all our development tutorials. So if I go to the next tab which I have already opened, you can see I have opened an OCA repository called Odoo RPC. So the URL is github.com OCA/Odoo RPC, which is a package which we can use to connect into the Odoo instance and to perform the various operations. So if you scroll down, you can see some details about the package in the readme.rsd file. Odoo RPC is a Python package providing an easy way to pilot your Odoo servers through RPC. And its features are access to all data models, even browse with an API similar to the server-side API. So what we can do, I think you might have remember the video that we have released on XML RPC. Like we can connect to Odoo instance using XML RPC and perform various operations like authentication, reading from the database, writing into database, delete, create, etc. So the similar thing we can achieve using this package called Odoo RPC in a simple way. So this simplicity seems to be, it is same as we code in the Odoo backend. Like all the ORM methods is accessible using this Odoo RPC. So it seems to be more simple than writing an XML RPC code. So if you scroll down, you can see the sample code. So you can see the sample code and you can see it's same as the Odoo ORM. Like you can see order.search, order.browse, etc. And when we released external API, that is XML RPC, this is the link that I have shared to refer the XML RPC. So let's compare the difference between Odoo RPC and XML RPC in the later side of this video. So let's start with the video. So currently if you go to here, this is my Odoo 12 instance, and if I activate the debug mode, you can get the database name. So here you can see my database name is US. So what we will do is that we will be connecting into this database from a Python script and perform various operations like reading from the database or writing into the database or creating a new record or deleting an existing record. So let's see how we can do that. So we will see how we can perform the various operations using the RPC package. So before going into the code, first of all you have to set and install this package. So if you go to this tutorial, so I will show you how to install this. So to install this package, so here you can see download and install instruction. So the URL is pythonfoster.org/odoo rpc. To install this package, what you have to do is that pip install Odoo RPC. So you can just copy this command and enter it in your terminal. So once you run this, the Odoo RPC package will be get installed in your instance, and source code is inside this repository. So you can just simply go through this documentation. So I'll be coming back to the previous page, and what we will do, we will be creating a new Python file inside my instance, and we will be running it using the terminal and see what we are getting. So I have already opened a file in my Sublime Text Editor. So here you can see this is my file Odoo rpc.py. So we will be coding inside this file. So we are not using PyCharm today. So we will be coding using the editor, Sublime Text Editor, for creating this Python file. So what I will do is that I will go to the browser and then I will copy the code from here. So here you can see first of all we have to import the package Odoo RPC. Then I'll be copying the first two lines from here, copy, and I'll be pasting it here inside my Python file. So first of all we have to import Odoo RPC. Then to prepare, then we have to connect into your instance, that is we have to give the IP. So currently my instance is in my local host, that is the same machine I'm running the Odoo instance. So I can give localhost, or you can give 000, that is 4 zeros, 0 comma 0 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot, like that, or you can give your IP like 192 or 168. And if you are connecting to a remote instance, you can set its IP here, and you have to specify its port number. So currently if you check the browser, you can see my Odoo instance is running on the port 8012. So I have to change the port to 8012 instead of 8069, which is the default port. So I have changed it to using the XML RPC port in the configuration file. So this is how we can start. That is, we have imported import odoo rpc, then we have to connect to this instance, that is odoo rpc.odoo. So you have to write it in the capital letter, then you have to specify the IP address of the instance. So as it is the local host, in my case I have given it as localhost, and the port number is 8012. So we have write 2 lines of code. And if you go back to the documentation again, if I go back to the documentation again, so this is the documentation that we are looking at. And suppose if I need to know all the available database list, you can simply give print. You can see the here check available database. So let's check all the available database in the current instance. So I can copy this, that is print odoo.db list. It will list all the available database in the current port, that is current database list. I'll be printing this. So I'll be simply doing Control S and I will save this Python file. So we have written 3 lines of code, and let's go to the terminal and see what happens on running this file. So I'll be going here and I'll be running the file. So Python, and the name is odoo rpc.py. So if I press the tab and if I enter, you can see all the available database. That is, we have 12 new 12 US, which is our current database, and US2. So currently there is 4 database available in the URL. So if I go to the browser and I'll be logging out from here, and let's see how many database we have. So if I log out and if I go to the database selector, you can see 12 new. If I open the terminal, you can see we have 12 new, 12 US and US2. 4 database has been listed here. So we have successfully printed the available database. And let me log in back. So you can see my email and password is admin. So using this password I have just logged into the database. And if I go to the tutorial, so before going into the tutorial, what we have done so far is we have imported odoo rpc, we have set the IP, we have set the port, and on printing print odoo.db.list, we are getting all the available database in the instance. So that's done. So what we can do, so I will be going back to the tutorial, and here you can see if you read odoo.login. Suppose if I need to log in to the particular instance, suppose right now we have printed all the available database. Now to perform the database operations, we have to log into the database. So the login authentication, the authentication is performed using odoo.login. Odoo.login, we have to specify the database name, user, and password. So simply I will copy these 2 lines, that I will be copying the hash also, so that we will be getting some idea from the code itself. So I will click on Control V, and here you can see we are going to perform the login operation as a command login or authentication. So I will be just entering as login bar authentication, and login bar authentication. So authentication, and we have to specify the database that we are going to log in. So I'm going to log into the database named US. So I'll be giving the name as US, and we have to set the username and password. So to log into the database, we have to specify the database name and the username. So in my case, the username is admin. So I'll be giving the name as admin, and the password is also the admin. So we have given odoo.login, the database name is US, and the email is admin, and the password is admin. So let's go back to the tutorial and let's see whether the login is successful or not. So if the login is successful, you will be getting odoo.env user. So let's print these codes and see. So I'll be copying these 4 lines from here to check whether the login is successful or not. So I'll be pasting this 3 lines of code here. That is, if the login is success, we will be getting user here. If there is no user, the login is not successful. So Control S, and I'll be going into the terminal, and from the terminal I will be running the script once again. So here you can see we are getting ABCD. So if I check the browser, you can see my username is ABCD. So I'll be going into the settings, and from the settings I'll be changing the username once again. So instead of ABCD, I'll be giving the name as mates. Suppose just to test and ensure that everything is coming correctly, I simply changed the name of the logged in user to mates. And if I simply refresh, it will be updated here also. So here you can see that currently the logged in user is mates. So if I go to the browser and if I run the script again, you can see the logged in username is mates, and current company is user company. So here you can see the current company of the user is your company. So you can see we have successfully logged into the database. So let's take a case. What happens if I give a wrong password? That is means if the authentication is not successful. So instead of giving admin, I'll be giving as a wrong password, that is admin123, and I'll be on the control S to save the Python file. So just don't forget to save the Python file before running the script. So I'll be going here and I'll be running the script once again. So here you can see access denied. That is because the authentication is not successful. So we are not able to access odoo.env.user. So I'll be setting it back to the correct password, that is admin, and I'll be just adding a string here. Username is I'll be just adding a string before print. Username is, and I'll be adding here also company. I have simply added to print function and just to add some print. And let me go back to the script and run it once again. So before running it again, I'll be just clearing it and I'll be running it once again. So here you can see username is odomates and his company is your company. So what we have done so far is we have successfully connected to the Odoo instance, perform the authentications, and we are able to print the username and user's company details. So let's see how we can perform the further operations in the database. So once the authentication is successful, we can perform the different operations using the ORM. So here you can see you can use such a method, but I'm not preferring to use such a method. Rather than using this method like odoo.execute, I would like to go with the ORM, which is simple and which will be easy to code. Even you can see if it is similar to the Odoo XML RPC, but I think we can go with this method. Simply we can ignore this method and let's see what we can do. Currently in the database, if I go to the CRM, so if I go to the CRM, here you can see we have got around 10 leads in the database. So let's take a case where we have to access all the leads from the database. So let's see how we can perform this operation. So what we are going to do is that we need to get all the leads from the database. So what we can do, we have to code in the Odoo RPC. So I'll be copying this method, just 2 lines of the code, and the rest of the code we can write without looking into this documentation. So I'll be going here and I'll be clicking on Control V. So here they are checking whether there is a model sale.order inside Odoo environment. So in our case, it's not sale.order. We are going to take from the crm.lead. So here you can see the model name is crm.lead. So I'll be copying from here, Control C, and we are taking from this model crm.lead. And instead of sale.order, I will be pasting it as crm.lead, and order, instead of order, crm leads. I'll be giving the variable name as crm leads, and odoo.env you have to specify the model name. So what this condition do is that if the crm module is not installed in the database, we will not be getting such a model. So first of all, we will be ensuring that there is a model named crm.lead inside the Odoo environment. So if it is successful, we will be searching inside the corresponding model, odoo.env crm.lead. So once we search it, we will be getting all the records. That is, we will be getting a record object, that is odoo.env crm.lead dot search. So instead of 2 lines, I'll be writing it in a 1 line search. So it will be much more easier and understandable. So what I have done is crm leads equal to odoo.env. Instead of self.env in the ORM, we will be using odoo.env crm.lead search, and just we can iterate it over a for loop. For lead in crm leads, for lead in crm leads, we will be printing the lead. Print, I'll be putting some commas and I'll be printing the lead dot name or something. I'll be printing the lead dot name. So if I print the lead first, it will be a record set. So I'll be clicking Control S, and let's see what happens by running the script. So I will be pressing Python odoo rpc.py, and if I click on enter, you can see we are getting its ID. I think lead will be the ID of the record. So I think we might have to browse it once again. So let me go to the documentation again, and if you can see, here you can see we have to browse. So we cannot do in a single line. After performing the search operation, we have to browse those IDs. So I'll be copying. I will be following the same syntax as they have done. So I'll be copying it and I'll be coming back to the script, and I'll be splitting it into 2 lines. So here you can see control V, and I'll be giving the name as lead IDs. Lead IDs. Or what we can do, I don't want to follow that documentation. Control Z, we can follow our own method. Dot search, and here we will be getting the ID of the record. So we can use an ORM method, that is odoo.env. odoo.env, we can just perform the browse operation here. odoo.env, which is the model name crm.lead. I'll be copying this, control copy, and I'll be pasting it here, control V, and we have to browse the ID. Browse, and in the lead we will be getting the ID of the record, so we have to browse its record set. So in here I will be giving the lead. So what I'm giving is the browse. So I have already illustrated what is the function of search, browse, etc. in the video of Odoo ORM. So if you haven't watched those video, you can just watch the video of Odoo ORM explaining all the ORM in the Odoo. So here I have print the lead, and I'll be giving the variable name as lead rec equal to odoo.env crm dot. We have to browse the ID object. So lead rec, I'll be printing the lead rec here. So lead rec will be like crm dot lead of 1, control S. So I think so far you have understood. If you have a doubt, you can comment it out, and we will be replying you as soon as possible. So don't hesitate to ask if you have any doubts. So we have done it, control S, and let's take the browser, sorry, let's go to the terminal, and you can know we have get all the IDs of the record. Now we have to get the record set. So to get the record set, we have to make a browse operation with the get ID. So I have just performed odoo.env crm.lead of browse the ID. So let's see, I'll be clearing it first, and I'll be running the script once again. So here you can see our record set crm.lead of 50. So if I need to print some value, I'll be giving like lead rec dot name. So let's see what's it coming. Control S, and I'll be going back to the terminal, clear, run the script. So here you can see we are getting the name of all the leads in the database, Apple in ear headphones. So let's confirm whether there is such a leads inside the database. I'll be copying Apple in ear headphones, and I'll be going into the browser, and if I go to the leads, I'll be removing and control paste. It's not paste, paste. Here you can see there is an opportunity, and its ID is, if you check the URL, you can see the ID of the record is 46. So if I take the terminal, linear for here, you can see the ID is 46, and we are able to read from the database. So this is how we can get the data from the database using the Odoo RPC package. So now what we can do, suppose take a case where we have to update some values. So if you check the leads, if I remove this filter, and let's take a field where we have to add some values. So where we can we are here, we have got an internal notes field, and what we can do, we have to get its technical name. Most probably it will be nodes. So anyway, I will go to the settings, and from the settings I'll be activating the debug mode. So after activating the debug mode, I will be coming back to the CRM, then to the leads. I'll be switching into the tree view, and I'll be opening the first lead, and if I place the mouse over here, you can see I need to get the technical name of the field internal nodes. So once I place the mouse over it, you can see the field name is not nodes, it's description. So we are going to update some values into this field called description. So let's see how we can perform that. So what we are going to do is that we are going to write some values into this field internal nodes. So let's see how we can perform that using the Odoo RPC package. So I'll be going back to my script, and I have to perform a write operation into this record set. So I'll be adding a label, writing into the database, writing to the database, writing to the database, and lead rec. So can just manually write like lead rec dot description. So this is how we assign the value. You can just use dot operate like lead rec dot field name equal to value, or lead rec dot write. You can call any of the method, whether using the write or dot operation. So I'll be using the dot operation here. Lead rec dot description equal to what I can give. I'll be giving the description as Odoo mails, control S. So what we are doing is we are accessing all the leads from the database, and we are writing a value to a field called description. That is, the value is Odoo mates. So I'll be clicking Control S to save the Python file, and I'll be going back to the script, and I'll be clear the script, and I'll be running it once again. So I think there won't be any error. So you can see there is no any errors, and it has been successfully run. So I think right now the description field will be updated by the values that we have given here, that is Odoo mates. So let's confirm it by going into the browser. So I'll be going into the browser, and I'll be just reload the screen. So here you can see the Odoo mates has been updated into the description field, not only to a single record, we are written it into the all the records. So if I check here, you can see Odoo mates everywhere automates. So these operations can be performed in some cases. There will be some cases. Recently I met some of my colleagues has asked, not colleagues, my friends around me asked how to update all the product tags to a value. So simply they can such a case, without accessing into the UI instance, they can just create a Python file, give the credentials, and just from the using this Odoo RPC package, they can update the values inside the database. So what we have so far performed is we have successfully authenticated using Odoo.login, and we have perform a search operations inside the database, browse operations, and also we have written into the database. So another way of writing into the database is leadrec dot, that's leadrec is the object. So here you can see it's a record set dot write. So here this method also you can follow, right? And inside the dictionary you have to specify the field name, its description, and you have to give the value. So I'll be giving the value as subscribe and support. Subscribe and support. So I'll be writing this value into another field. So already we have used a description here. So let's check for another field in the same model which we can write a text value. So if I go to the follow-up, here we have, let's take a mobile number. So here you can see the technical name of the mobile number is mobile. So I'll be writing into the mobile number using the write operation. So there is no difference. One will be calling dot write, and another one is we are directly writing into the field. So I'll be giving the name as mobile, and inside the mobile field we will be writing a subscribe and support. I think the mobile field will as a character field, and it will be accepting the string. So I'll be clicking on Control S to save the Python file, and I'll be going into the terminal. I'll be enter clear to just clear the screen, and I'll be running it once again. Python Odoo rpc.py, and if I press on enter, here you can see all the dates are coming with its ID. It's still running. So all the leads has been got printed. Now if I go to the browser, and if you check the mobile field, it will be entered by subscribe and support. So we can simply reload the screen, and if I go to the follow-up page, here you can see all the mobile field is entered by subscribe and support. Subscribe and support. So we have updated mobile field as well as the internal nodes was Odoo mates. So this is how we can perform the write operation. Suppose take a case where you have to unlink or delete a particular record. Suppose if I feel that currently if you check here, you can see we have got around 18 records in the database. Take a case where you have to delete the record with the ID 25. So here you can see the record is record ID of the record is 25. Take a case you have to delete this record from the script. So let's see how we can do that. ID equal to 25. So if I go here, I'll be out after this if statement, or I'll be inside this statement. I need to delete the record with the ID 25. So I'll be copying this line. So we don't want to write it again, and I'll be pasting it here. After entering a tab, Control V, and I have to search the ID with 25. So I can give the domain here ID equal to 25, ID equal to 25. So we are browsing the record with ID 25, and I need to get it, or right now when I browse with what, let's see what we are getting. A record, I'll give the name as record delete or record to delete. I'll be giving name as a record to delete, and let's see what we are getting if I print the value. I'll be entering a record to delete, Control S, and I'll be going I will be keeping it as commented for now, so that we won't be wasting the time. Control S, and if I go to the terminal clear, and if I enter it once again, here you can see our record to delete is 25. So we got the ID, so we have to browse that record. So don't need to actually we don't need to make a search operation here. So in case you can make some search, like if you need to get, if you have the exact ID, you can directly use the browse method and pass the ID. Suppose if you don't know the ID, simply you need to delete the record with this name. That if you check the field name is name, you need to delete the record with this name. Instead of ID 25, we are going to delete the record with this name. So we have to update the search condition. Instead of name, I'll be passing name equal to control V. So once we do like this, we will be getting the ID. So once we get the ID, we have to perform the browse operation to get its record set. So I'll be copying this and I'll be pasting it here. Lead rec to delete. So I'll be giving appropriate name, which is the record to delete. odoo.env crm.lead browse of a record to delete. Control C and I'll be pasting it here. So we got the record set of the record to delete. So I'll be doing like this, lead rec to delete dot unlink. So unlink is the function which is responsible to delete a record, which is an ORM method. So I'm still saying it, if you haven't watched the ORM videos, just go to the ORM video. You can see Odoo ORM. We have created a playlist and there is around 3 videos explaining all the ORM methods in the Odoo. And still there is a video coming, that is the third part of the Odoo ORM. It will be released soon. So to delete the data, so delete the record, we can record unlink operation. So let's see what happens once we run this. Control S. So currently here you can see we have got around 18 records. So once after we run this, it will be only 17. So let's run and confirm that one. So let's reload. So before reloading, here you can see it was 18, and let's see what happens if I reload the screen. So here you can see it's 9. Don't worry, you have to remove the filter. So once you remove the filter, it has been got 17. So the record has been deleted successfully from the database. Suppose you have to delete the first one. Here you can see interest in your products. So if I need to delete this also, simply copy this, put it here. Instead of modern open space, you have to delete that record with this name. Control V, sorry, Control Z, and I have to copy the name correctly. So I'll be going here, edit, and I'll be copying this name and I'll be pasting it inside the script. Name equal to interest in your, Control V, and if I click on Control S, and if I go to the browser, sorry, to the terminal, and if I run it again. So before running again, currently we have got the first record. After removing the filter, we have first record, that is interest in your products. So let's run the script from the terminal and see what happens. So if I run the Python odoo rpcpy, and if I reload the screen, the first record will be deleted from the database and the total number of records will be 16. So we have successfully performed the delete operations using the odoo rpc package. And if I go back to the documentation here, you can see this is the basic stuff that we can deal in the first subject. So what you can do is that you can simply go through this link, that is pythonhosted.org.odoo-rpc. Here we have got a detailed documentation, like creating a new database from the code, logging into the database, execute rpc queries, browsing records. Different lot of topics are there, so I think we cannot complete it in a single video. So we have simply given introduction in this part, and we will be discussing further things like how to update data through the records, download reports from the codes. Like that we will be saving your credentials. So I think the rest of the topics that we can discuss in the next video. So simply till then you can just refer the documentation, that is pythonhosted.org.rpc, and I'll be adding this link in the description so that you can simply go there and access this link. Also, comparing to the XML RPC, if I go to the XML RPC and if you check the coding structure, it seems more easy. So this here you can see how we can call XML RPC.client.server policy, and it seems to be tough. Even I have to write, if I need to write an XML RPC script, I have to come to this page and copy paste from here always, and I cannot without referring here or existing XML RPC file I have written, I cannot write a code. So odoo RPC seems to be more simple to write and understand. Here you can see odoo.login, etc., which is more easy and simple. So I'll summarize what we have discussed in this video. So first of all, you have to install the odoo rpc package. For that you can simply run pip install odoo rpc. So that's once that done, you can import this package to your file, and to access an instance odoo.rpc.odoo. You have to set it your IP and the port number, and it will give, that's odoo.db.list will give all the available database in the instance. And to perform the login or authentication operation, you can use odoo.login. You have to give the database name, us is my database name, email and password. So once the authentication is successful, you can perform all the ORM methods or all the operations inside the database. So here you can see I have accessed the crm.lead using search operation, and perform the browse operation, and perform the delete operation using the unlink. So that's all about this video, and if you have any queries, please don't hesitate to comment it out or reach us over the email, that is odomates@gmail.com. And if you have any queries or suggestions regarding our video, please drop it as a comment or send it in the mail, and feel free to support us always. And thanks for this video. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.